Oh, Itakiasen. Namaste. All my relations. Osio. All my relatives. Oh my goodness. I am so grateful. It's been a little while since I've done a meditation rambling. I've taken a semi-siesta, or you could say it was a deeper dive with my adopted dad, who has been this bridge from Silicon Valley to the Cree First Nations up in Whitehorse, adopted by the family, the Buffalo clan, spent many years up there with his wife and has many adopted children and family, and then has brought that and bridging AA and ceremony together and so forth. But I'm not going to tell my dad's story. What I'm here to share is we are rainbow tribes at this point, and I've been kind of settling into this space of, what is mine to do, to be. And I've come to this space of I can't really be defined. And oh, look how beautiful is that. And we'll come over here. Another kind of bee. Oh, hello. And another. Or no, actually, he's just filling himself up. Oh, look at that love going on there. That juicy love going on there. And so, I had this conversation with whom I considered, and still consider, an elder, grandmother, and she has landed, so to speak, so beautifully and gracefully and into her Cherokee, and I carry Cherokee blood. I also carry Roma Gypsy blood out of Rajasthan, India, and I feel at home here in the Blue Ridge area, in the Appalachian area. And I feel so at home in India and love the ways. And I also carry some African blood. And I just felt so at home in Africa, the Fair End area, as a matter of fact, in the Cape. Just felt so at home. And I love learning all the different ways. And I studied Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, who studied all of the different religions and found the core universal truths, the original instructions that is common and at the core of every religion and, you could say, culture. And so it's the natural laws, the universal laws, Mother Nature's laws, before any man took hold of them, so to speak, and began interpreting them in their way to where they live. And so it really cannot be defined. That was a bird, babe. not a chipmunk, Mr. Rashidi. Yeah, we need to give some wings here. So I've been sitting with myself, and just in these few days, I was so gifted a bed and gifted foods, and and what I've come to realize is my dad was right. I'm a backwards girl. And yeah, I have a little bit of that beautiful coyote in me. I'm not a trickster. Well, I am a trickster, actually. And, I am also many, many other animals. And I remember when I was stepping onto my path, and the different animals were being brought to me, and I was remembering how to listen and communicate and follow nature. I became confused. What animal am I? And that's when Raven appeared. And so you could say I am a trickster in the keep it light kind of way. Keep that clown chakra open, and remember, we are all learning how to walk our way. And one of the truths that really became very clear to me, so I even see anyway, in the shadows, it was a wolf. And so even in these, let me take a moment here. So I am not saying whatsoever that the Cherokee is wrong, or the Hindu is wrong, or science of mind is wrong, or Christianity is wrong, or any of the religions is wrong. But all of those, just like even AA, it is a pointer. It is a way of moving ourselves into feeling our own nature. And so I come out, and was sitting with that all night long, because I'm like, when I got off the conversation, I consulted with my dad and said I had one of the most beautiful, yet intense, yet very honoring, and yet very confusing conversation. And I would like to dissect it with you on number one. He said, first off, you reacted to it. So what is this reaction? And I says, I get this reaction. I've been here before, and I felt it rise in me, which is why I stayed. And I have that warrior spirit, not in a I'm gonna toss arrows kind of way, but in the let's sit with this and get underneath all of this, and what is the real truth here? And so one of the truths is all of life is a mirror, and so what we see in others, we see in ourselves. We've connected with that, whether it's conscious or unconscious. And when something triggers you, it is something that you haven't healed yet. And so I woke up this morning, and parts of that conversation continue to play in my head. So I'm like, yes, a huge enlightenment. I've been watching this mushroom. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? Oh. And there was another one just prior to it the other day. Anyway, so it was, oh, my rose. Don't forget your heart. Oh. So I guess this is where I'm at. This morning, it was Rashini did a double pile. He's never done good piles. And I was reminded that all our shit is divine. Purple bag. Hadn't connected with that before. And then the blue band of truth is what holds it all together. And this beautiful piece of wood. Some would say, oh, well, that's a piece of, veneer or whatever that, it's not real wood. Well, this piece of wood will beg to differ with you. And because it came from wood, everything came from the same source. And this greenery, that promise, that root it down in the plant people. And then this beautiful, beautiful rose. And she has that heart. Oh, take a good sniff. Oh, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that, and then the geese came flying over, calling out. These beautiful gardens, and even here in this little, there you go with the fire. Yeah, the fire is blooming now. Nice. So yeah, sometimes we need to go into those little sewers and dig some stuff up. And as I was talking with my dad said, well, you stood in your truth. And I says, well, yes. And how does it feel? I said, it feels really good. And this reminder of where this reminder of we are all this perfect balance, and we cannot define ourselves. The moment we begin to define ourselves, we begin that separation, that perceived separation. And so dogs are dogs, and cats are cats, and bears are bears. Humans are humans, and we are all